As soon as I lost Felix, I knew that I had to talk. Social media was his life. His whole life revolved around it. It was the way that everyone communicated, and if you weren't on it, you were isolated. So if he was invited to a party, somebody would text saying, "You don't want to invite him, everyone hates him." And all he saw was negative. He saw himself as stupid and ugly. It just ate away at him inside, I think. But I just had no idea of the depth of his despair at all.
It's one thing when it happens in the playground and it's visible there and parents and teachers and other children can see it. Online, you're the only one of you sees it, and it's so personal, isn't it? It goes straight to your room.
Online now with social media, and you can't escape it. You're constantly with that bully. There's no escape from it.
And it's written down, so it's there to look back at time and time again. And if you are in a negative space, that's all you can see. You look for the negativity. You look for the cruel things. Yeah.
I was just in this group, and if I was to say something that agreed with a comment someone else would make, that would then be twisted and it would go on, and then people just turned against me because they were like, oh, she said this one thing that one time, so let's all hate her for that. And then it kind of just spiraled out of control from there, really. I started to self-harm as a way to cope, to make me feel better, and then I decided that I couldn't take this anymore, and I tried to end my life. It was songwriting that helped me realise that my life was worth living. I started to write down how I was feeling. It was writing a suicide note that allowed me to I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting the same relief from this that I am from self-harming.
It's so brave of you both to speak so honestly about it. I know it can't have been easy, honestly, but I can't thank you enough, and I only wish, obviously, that neither of you had gone through what you've gone through.
I just want to say, thank you. You're so, that's so brave, because I was in that place, and if I would have done that to my mum,
I sort of feel that Felix has given me a job to do, and my job is to make sure that we try and help as many other people like him.
I think it's worth reminding everyone, that what the human tragedy of what we're talking about here isn't just about companies and about online stuff. It's actually real. It's real lives that get affected.
Absolutely.
And the consequences. That's the big thing. The consequences that will happen if things are not kept in check in terms of what we say and what we do. And we are still responsible for our own actions online. It's not, this anonymity, as you're saying, is really, really dangerous. Can I give you both a hug?
Yes.
Very brave.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
well done you two. Honestly, thank you so much for your time.